Hello everyone, and welcome to my video blog, or vlog as the kids call it. Today I'm going to be talking about a few things. I got my app of the week, which is going to be a recurring segment, and then we also got my discussion about Sons of Anarchy versus Walking Dead. So those are my two favorite shows right now. No spoilers, just a discussion on where the two are going. A little bit about me. My name is David. You can find me on Twitter at MetalX608. This will be on my YouTube channel, Metal Love Lizzo. I hope to change that to make it an easier YouTube to find maybe. So let's get started. I'm going to pause out. Click. Snap. So fucking awkward staring at a fucking camera. So today my big thing is Sons of Anarchy versus Walking Dead. I just got done watching the latest episode of Sons of Anarchy, the second to last. Red Rose, I think it's called. And then Walking Dead had their mid-season finale on Sunday, which I watched yesterday. So both episodes are still very fresh in my mind. So they're both really good shows that are on different nights. If you haven't been watching both, like, I don't want to give any spoilers. I'm not going to talk about actual plot things. I want to talk about what Sons of Anarchy is doing right. Walking Dead is doing wrong. Way wrong. Now, all my Twitter fans know, or a lot of my Twitter followers is 600 something followers. The majority of them I have because of The Walking Dead. And early tweets I had about, like, second season about Walking Dead, and I want to go over my love of The Walking Dead first off. I've loved zombies for a long time, like Dawn of the Dead and the Max Brooks books, the Zombie Survival Guide. I had an early copy of that, and I had read the book World War Z before the Brad Pitt movie came out. And I've been a big fan of zombies for a long time. And I watched the first season of The Walking Dead when it was on. I've been here or there with the graphic novels, you know. It's hard to keep up on all of them. There's a lot out, and I really enjoy The Walking Dead. The first season was good. The second season, I noticed a slowdown in pace. The first season, you know, I get, like, it's the first season, you gotta hook everybody in, so, you know, there's a lot more action. The episodes feel longer, and that's, like, my huge complaint about this latest season of The Walking Dead. I feel there's more commercials than actual show, and there's nothing happening. Now, don't get me wrong. I get why there's commercials, so they can pay these actors. And I'm sure, like, as the show gets more fame, these actors want more money. I get that, and, you know, you gotta pay. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's a very intricate show with a lot of detail, a lot of gore. I'm happy they're getting away with. And when there are action scenes, it's wonderful. And, you know, I don't want to give away plot, but when there's something dramatic happening, like somebody carrying somebody's body, you know, it gets to me, you know. I cried in the mid-season finale at the end of it. And, you know, I'm glued to every episode, but now I'm DVRing and watching them the next day. I used to be the guy through the fourth season that was there every Sunday night, glued. Even if my favorite football team, Green Bay Packers, were playing a Sunday night football game, I'd be watching The Walking Dead. Now this year, Packers take priority over The Walking Dead because it's just, you know, I've just been so glued to the series and I've been following it, and I want to be a faithful fan of The Walking Dead. And I'll continue to watch their show and support it, but I'm just saying, they're losing my drive to follow them more closely, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Then versus the Sons of Anarchy, which, in my opinion, is a really great show. It's not very similar to The Walking Dead in terms of, like, well, if you haven't seen either one, or if you do watch both of them, you get what I'm saying. Like, they're two very different shows. This final season of Sons of Anarchy, I guess I should do better research before I do these, but like the episodes of Sons of Anarchy are an hour and a half. Walking Dead, I feel, are barely 30 minutes of actual show with all the commercials. And then Sons of Anarchy, there's a lot of dialogue and a lot of like plot going on. And for some people with like ADD and stuff, not knocking on you, like, it's hard for people to follow plots, you know, and like these plot lines. And this show, like, if you haven't seen it from day one, you're freaking lost. And that's the same way with Walking Dead. You're lost if you haven't seen it from the beginning. My girlfriend hasn't seen everything from the beginning of Walking Dead, so she gets lost real easy. And there's a lot of plot development in Walking Dead, but Sons of Anarchy, they're, you know, talking to this gang, talking to that gang, there's backstabbing going on, there's other characters backstabbing, and it's really hard to really focus on that. But I stay engaged. I have trouble following stuff like that gets real intricate, such as shows like The Americans and stuff, where like I get lost real easy. I drift away playing on the tablet and the computer and stuff, not even pay attention. Sons of Anarchy, I can't take my eyes off the fucking screen. I DVR that just so I can fast forward these commercials. And to be honest, like, Sons of Anarchy, I didn't get into it until they were in like their 5th season, and I had a Netflix subscription at the time, and I caught up on everything then, and I've been DVRing it since and keeping track of it, and I just stay so engaged. That's such a better roller coaster ride. So now I'm kind of moving Sons of Anarchy above my love of The Walking Dead, because I know it's their last season, so like there's a lot of things that they're going on. Their episodes are longer, and I feel like it is just as an expensive production to put on as probably The Walking Dead. But the episode I just watched, there were a few commercial breaks. There's only 3 commercials and a promo for their channel, FX. Whereas The Walking Dead, I feel there's 5 minutes of commercials and so many promos for things. And they're trying to sell you on all these shows while I'm watching The Walking Dead. Like, they're like, ooh, watch this show too, whatever, Hell on Wheels and blah blah blah. And I can't even get into that show. I don't know how many other people like it. Please comment. But these are just my opinions. I am a big fan of both shows, but I feel like Walking Dead should try a little bit harder. I feel like they're forsaking the fact that I am such a big fan, and I am enjoying their show, and that I'm so addicted. And it is an emotional roller coaster ride on the episodes, but they're kind of letting me down with the amount of stuff that's happening. I feel like they just keep going over the same thing, and they're like really starting to lose me as a fan. I still am a fan, but I'm lost. I'm probably just babbling on now. But yeah, just to recap this whole thing, Sons of Anarchy, they move their plot along at a great pace. There's a lot of climactic stuff. It's action-packed. It's an emotional roller coaster. And this last season they're doing it right. And all I'm saying is, The Walking Dead, when their last season comes, they have to do it right, just like the Sons of Anarchy. Make hour-and-a-half long shows. Make stuff actually happen. I feel like The Walking Dead is letting me down in comparison to a show that is ending right now, that's not even competing for the same time slot. I mean, Sons of Anarchy has not many other shows to compete against. And they're doing great. And I know The Walking Dead has a horrible time slot at Sunday night. Sunday night, there's a lot of football going on. There's a lot of other things. And they had great ratings at the beginning of the season. But it's just, I think they could be trying harder to give us fans a better show. And that's all I got to say about that. With these vlogs, I don't know how all of them are going to go, if it's going to be just about TV shows or about other things, but I want to have a reoccurring thing. I want to talk about some apps I've been playing on my tablet and on the phone. Just want to show you quick. The Avengers game. It's a free game on the Play Store. It's a really cool action-packed game. You have a character and you gotta level them up, and you don't actually see any actual combat. You just hit an attack button a bunch of times, but for some reason the game's just addicting. You level your guy up, you give him different shields, swords, equipments, crossbows, whatever. It's just a fun game that I'm highly recommending. It seems to be lower on the game totem pole. It took me forever to find this game, and I've been playing it now for a while on my phone. It's just great. It runs smooth on all my devices, whereas some games you need like a newer device to run it. Like I have an older tablet, a newer phone, and it just runs great on both platforms. Great game. I think more people should try it. My dog is snoring next to me. Yeah, thank you very much. This is my first vlog. I hope y'all liked it.